Hi, and welcome to Ivy League Analytical English. I'm Angela.
And I'm Wesley.
Today, it's September 28th, and we're on the second day of a two-day article entitled The History and Future of Silicon Valley, or Silicon Valley Past and Future.
我们的中文标题是众神之谷。
So yesterday, we talked about Silicon Valley's past, how it's not just the main players that we understand now, Apple, Google, Facebook, and Microsoft, that are making Silicon Valley great. I mean, they're the current players in Silicon Valley. But what made Silicon Valley who they were involved the U.S. Navy and the NASA's Ames Research Center and Shockley Semiconductor Labs and Stanford University. These guys were the main players in the 50s and 60s that developed Silicon Valley into the powerhouse it is today, where you can have Apple, Google, Facebook, and Microsoft. I think of them as like sort of the second generation players of Silicon Valley. And I'm curious who's going to then supplant them. Because, you know, anytime a company starts making a really beautiful central headquarters, they're kind of at the end of their life. And I'm just going to stop there.
OK 所以昨天我们主要讲的就是 Silicon Valley 的 history 哈，它怎么样成为今天这个样子哈。那我们谈到了这个美国政府的角色，我们谈到美国军方的角色啊，我们谈到了这个斯坦福大学的角色啊。那这个今天我们要谈的是它的未来哈。不过刚刚这个 Angela 讲到说，其实这个很多时候呢，我们会想到接下来会什么 What next 啊？因为你会发现现在很多这个如果说有很多公司盖了很大的总部的时候，其实通常的表示他们可能已经走到了某一个静态的状态了，不能说他马上要开始完蛋了，但是他可能那个总部盖起来之后，他可能就成为一个 existence.
It's the mature stage of their existence, you know, after which happens old
Yeah.
age.
Yeah.
I mean, you can look at the American car industry, and this pattern is very, very clear.
所以
Or the American steel industry. Actually, almost any American industry, you can see this pattern, and they're not exceptional as an industry.
Yeah. 所以他们什么事情都走到尖峰之后，接下来这个当你很难再往上突破的时候，你可能只有持平或甚至于往下走了。那刚刚Angela讲说，其实美国的各种这个工业美国的汽车工业，美国的钢铁工业，其实你都在他们的发展还有没落上面都看到这样的一个趋势。
So let's read this article and talk about the future of Silicon Valley, which, honestly, the future of anything, the only thing you can say is maybe.
Yeah.
So let's explore this maybe. 25 years ago, the world was a different place. Personal computers were just becoming a thing, and the internet was painfully slow and only accessible through dial-up. Technology has since revolutionized the world with fast internet and smartphones. However, it has also disrupted industries like music, newspapers, retail, and TV. It goes to show how much can change in the blink of an eye. Change will only come even faster with the development of self-driving cars, advances in AI, gene editing, VR, robotics, and more. The Silicon Valleys of the world are the engine of innovation behind these changes. With the Thiel Fellowship, young entrepreneurs are jumping right in. Co-founder of PayPal and Facebook's first big investor, Peter Thiel felt that more personalized approaches to finding success were needed as student debt continues to rise over $1 trillion. Colleges can open the doors to a brighter future for some students. For prodigies, though, it's a speed bump if they already have a groundbreaking idea. Originally called 20 Under 20, the fellowship offers $100,000, mentorship, guidance, and networking programs over the course of 2 years to 20 to 30 fellows under the age of 23. In order to participate, however, they must leave school and move to Silicon Valley. Some successful past fellows include Boyan Slat, founder of the Ocean Cleanup, and Vitalik Buterin, co-creator of Ethereum. Concentrating all that brain power in one place means that there are also those who want to leave the Bay Area for better opportunities, possibly at places like China's tech giants. In particular, Asian tech workers are frustrated by the bamboo ceiling in the valley, where leadership positions are not easily forthcoming. At Google, around 39% of the workforce is made up of Asians, but the demographic only holds 27% of executive positions, and the numbers at Apple and Facebook are similar. Combating the brain drain involves diversity training and providing equal opportunities. And yet, with Beijing as a competitor and the rise of tech hubs worldwide, the Valley has to work harder to ensure that its vision of innovation and progress will drive the future. Okay, so at the beginning of the article, it starts with saying, 25 years ago, the world was a different place. And it is scary kind of how different a place it is.
Yeah, it's a good old world for me.
Yeah, I mean, like, up until recently, I've been like, oh my God, this is cool. And I've been keeping pace and like, yep, I'm hip. I know how to use smartphones. I know how to get through the internet. I can find things. And like, now I'm just kind of like, what, really? I have to change again.
Yeah.
There's new kinds of programs. Like honestly, when tablets and smartphones came in, for me, that was a bit of like, wait, I've already adapted to 3 different kinds of technologies. Now I have to adapt again. Started to have that feeling. But recently, especially post-Trump election when everything got really, really dark, it just got even harder to accept change.
Yeah. 所以呢，这个地方
That's an old talking.
Yeah. 所以我们看到这个地方讲到说，这个25年前呢，这个世界是非常不一样，是一个不一样的地方啊。那这个 Angela 老师跟我都有一些感叹啊。我们往前看，尤其是像我现在往前看，我觉得25年前那个世界其实还蛮好的。Yeah.
Like in 2012, I felt like future of everything is so bright.
Yeah.
The internet is just endless possibility and yay, it's only going to get better.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who knew it was going to turn into like spy scandals and surveillance and all this. But this was all brewing the whole time. We just were kind of not looking at it.
Yeah. 尤其像这个 Angela 老师刚刚讲的，例如说这个2012年的时候，你可能还觉得说，哇，这个世界未来有无限的可能性啊，有这个网络发展的这么发达啊，然后这个各种各样的科技。可是现在你一看到现在网络产生的一些问题啊，这些社群媒体一开始大家觉得哇好棒哦，人们有这样的一些方式可以彼此联系。可是现在越来越多人看到一些社群媒体所产生的一些问题啊，所以这个让大家开始对未来有一些思考啊。那所以这一切的改变，这些 differences 啊，到底是好是坏啊？我们要怎么样去想办法把它导正，或者是想办法让人生能够更快乐？这些东西都是我们要可以去思考的问题。
So the next sentence, at that time, 25 years ago, personal computers were just becoming a thing. And it was so amazing that people could have a computer at home because computers were just a thing that businesses had before. And at that time, in the 90s, the internet was painfully slow and only accessible through dial-up. You literally had to have your computer dial up on your phone, which tied up your phone line.
Yeah.
And there was a very distinct sound. Like, go to the computer, go to the internet and ask them to give you a dial-up tone.
Yeah.
That is the sound of that is the sound of my early 20s, because if you wanted to get on the internet, you had to go through that, and you're like watching it count down, and then finally you're like, connected.
Yeah.
But don't download pictures. Don't even try to look at pictures because you don't have the speeds for that.
Yeah, I can still remember the dial tone.
Oh, yeah. Or whatever. I can't do it exactly.
所以我们都还记得那个时候网络要用拨接的不是现在你打开电脑就自动连上去的，那时候要透过电话要拨接，还有一个东西叫 modem.
Yeah, you had to have a modem, and it was like the science of modems.
Yeah, 那个时候我们还会教学生说那个念 modem 不是念 modem 那时候台湾都叫 modem.
Right.
Yeah, 但这些日子都过去了我们那时候还要透过那个 modem 去拨接才能接到网络。
No, modems are just in your phone.
Yeah, 好，所以地方讲到说这个个人电脑呢，当时只是刚刚开始becoming a thing 就是刚开始成型，刚开始这个冒出头来大家开始注意到这个东西的意思。好，然后呢这个网络呢是 painfully slow 那个网络非常的慢，那个时候网络上根本不可能透过网络看电影我还记得
Oh no, gosh, no. I mean, even opening a video, you're like, maybe it will load. And then like 5 minutes later, you're like, and you just close it and you're like, forget it.
Yeah, 那时候根本不可能用网络看电影。
No, gosh, no.
半天它 download 那个接了半天。那有的时候就算你看到一些小影片呢，可能2分钟，然后就慢慢就停住了 所以很讨厌这 painfully slow。然后呢，你一定要靠拨接才能够 accessible 这个才能够 access to internet。
So technology has since revolutionized the world with fast internet and smartphones and like instant access to everyone and everything.
好，然后呢，这个科技从那个时候开始到现在 has since 在这里 since 是副词就从那个时候到现在呢，科技已经 revolutionized
It's a hard word.
Yeah, 革命性的改变了这个世界 the world 用什么改变呢？ Fast internet 很快高速的网际网络，还有 smartphones， 还有智慧手机。
However, it, meaning technology, has also disrupted industries like music, newspapers, retail, and TV. 3 of those are media companies, and 1 is shopping.
Yeah.
And it really has changed things.
Yeah, 不过呢，这个 it 就是 technology 也 disrupted， 就是to throw into confusion 或者 disorder 就是打了一片混乱。把什么打了一片混乱呢？像这个音乐啊、报纸啊、零售啊、电视啊这些产业呢，都被打了一团乱。
It goes to show how much can change in the blink of an eye. Like you close your eyes and open it, and suddenly everything's different.
It goes to show 就是它显示出来它显示出来在 in a blink of an eye 就是眨眼之间瞬间有多少改变可能可以发生所以 how much can change 有多少事情可以在瞬间改变的。
And change will only come even faster with the development of self-driving cars, which advances in AI, which we're already experiencing. There's so much on the internet that is actually, you're interacting with AI all the time and you don't even realize it. Gene editing, which is, VR. VR stands for virtual reality. Robotics and more. The interesting thing that somebody said recently, they said that technology used to just be a small area, but technology has grown to encompass so many areas of our life that now technology is running into questions that people who only have technical backgrounds have not been equipped for. This is why we have liberal arts as a college thing. People have to think about humanity and our future. Tech is now being forced to think through these questions without having any kind of philosophical underpinnings from which to address it. So tech is encompassing our lives, so now tech has to address these questions of how and where and in what way do we live?
Yeah, 所以简单的说，科技的发展已经产生了一些科技本身无法解决的问题了。这个时候就要靠人文的发展来想办法去思考科技的发展所带来的这些对于人类的改变，到底要怎么样去接受，怎么样去处理那这个地方讲到说，这个改变呢，它只会来得越来越快随着什么东西的发展会越来越快呢？随着这个自驾的汽车自动驾驶的汽车。然后呢，在 AI 这个人工智慧方面的进展 advances， 然后在 gene editing 就是基因编码方面的进展VR 虚拟实境这个机器人等等的发展，他们这些发展很快，那未来的各种各样的这个改变只会越来越快。
So the Silicon Valleys of the world are the engine of innovation behind these changes.
Yep， 那这个 engine 在这里就是火车头也就是这个创新的带头是由这个矽谷所以世界的矽谷就是这些改变的火车头。
And with the Thiel Fellowship, young entrepreneurs are jumping right in. So with this sentence, it's a transition sentence because we haven't mentioned the Thiel Fellowship yet. So we're like, wait, what? But the transition is, so because Silicon Valleys of the world are the engine of innovation, we have to create places for entrepreneurs to participate in this innovation.
好，那透过这个 Thiel Fellowship 一些年轻的这些实业家呢，他们可以 jumping他们正在 jumping right in， 正在踊跃的加入这个整个的改变，整个的发展趋势。
So, as the co-founder of PayPal and Facebook's first big investor, these are the 2 things that put Peter Thiel on the map. PayPal, I mean, if you haven't used it, you should know it's a giant system whereby you can transfer money to somebody anywhere in the world without having to go through buying currency or all sorts of things. It's like an international money transferring system, which was mostly used to fuel internet stores.
好，所以 PayPal 就是一种这个支付系统那所以非常的厉害
So he made his money on PayPal, and then Facebook came up and he's like, okay, I'll invest in that, and he got his returns back big. So this guy made his mark with these 2 things, but he felt that more personalized approaches to finding success were needed as student debt continues to rise over $1 trillion. So he's like, yeah, all these colleges are turning out all these successful students, but they're weighed down by debt, and they're not even necessarily in a position to really capitalize on the things they know.
好，所以呢，这个 Peter Thiel 他认为呢，更多的个人化的成功的方式，personalized approaches to finding success were needed。我们需要更多个人化的成功的方式啊。那原因之一是我们随着学生的这个助学贷款呢，这个越来越高啊，已经超过了美金这个1兆元的美金啊，所以学生贷款这么多。
So Peter Thiel is considering the age-old problem of how do you connect up the people who have the brains with the people who have the money and put them together to make things happen. And so college as a form of education, it can open the doors to a brighter future for some students. So for some people, going to college is the way that they can get connected up to ideas and to resources.
Yeah, 所以这个上大学呢，对某些学生来讲呢，可以打开未来的成功之门，open the doors to a brighter future.
But for prodigies, people who already have a groundbreaking idea and the means, the ideas to work on, college could be a speed bump. It could just be a waste of their time. But since the model is right now that if you haven't gone to college, you're not worth anything, you still have to go to college unless there's a better way.
Yeah, 对于 prodigies 就是奇才特别厉害的人才呢。这个大学可能是个 speed bump speed bump 就是路中凸起来那个让你要减速的那个东西那他们如果已经有了一个 groundbreaking idea 的话，那念大学可能只是一个慢慢会让他们发展速度变慢的一个东西。
So Peter Thiel has this Thiel Fellowship, and it was originally called 20 under 20, but what it does is offer $100,000 US. It offers mentorship and guidance, and also networking programs over the course of 2 years to 20 to 30 fellows under the age of 23. So what they're doing here, what this thing is actually a startup incubator, but for people instead of companies. The idea of incubators was first started by a company called Y Combinator, and they discovered that if someone is starting up a company, they did really well, you can't just throw money at them. You also have to throw mentorship and networking to them and support. So that became a model whereby you helped people start out. So this idea of like 20 under 20 is taking it a step earlier, and instead of helping people start companies, they're just developing them as people. It's like a mentorship program, but for more with money.
Yeah. 好，像这样的一个东西呢，其实我们可以叫它叫做 startup incubator。incubator 就是一个孵蛋器，好像是一个新创公司的孵蛋器，incubator。那这个 idea 原来是有一个公司叫做 Y Combinator。combinator 就 combine，把所有的 resources 把它集中在一起，让这个新创公司比较容易发达。那这里呢，我们看到类似的概念在这里，它是原来这个 project 称为这个20 under 20，那是一个 fellowship，一个类似奖学金那它提供呢美金10万元还提供 mentorship 就是导师还有 guidance 就是这个辅导，还有 networking 人脉的这个建立的这样的一些 programs。然后 over the course of 2 years 前后有2年的时间把这东西提供给谁呢？提供给20到30的这个 fellows， 这些这个奖学金的受奖者那这些人呢，他们必须要是 under the age of 23， 23岁以下，就未满23岁，你超过23岁就太老了。
So this talent incubator, if you want to participate in it, you have to leave school and move to Silicon Valley. So you have to gamble. You're like, well, should I go with the talent incubator or should I go with college?
好，那如果你要参加的话呢，这些人必须要离开学校，然后呢搬到矽谷去。所以你如果要参加这个 project 的话，你就要考虑我是要继续念大学，还是大学不念的，我就去参加这个 program.
So it's a bit of a gamble, but some successful past fellows include Boyan Slat, founder of the Ocean Cleanup. I don't know if we did an article on him, but this dude is like, he wants to build an eco-village that lives on the Pacific Ocean, and it builds itself out of the trash floating in the Great South Pacific Garbage Patch. So it's like a cleanup and a community. And it has like a very interesting machine that will work well to do it.
Yeah. 好，所以呢，这个一些成功的这过去的拿过这个奖学金的人呢，包括这个 Boyan Slat 他是 founder， 他是这个海洋这个吸尘器的这个创办者他这个公司，他认为说他们有这海洋吸尘器这东西，它可以清除海洋垃圾这样一个理念。
And the other guy is Vitalik Buterin, and he's the co-creator of Ethereum, which is a virtual currency much like Bitcoin. And it kind of had a lot of problems this last year, but it's still going, I think.
Yeah, 那另外一个就是这个以太币的这个共同创办人这个叫做维塔利克·布特林。
Now, concentrating all that brain power in one place means that there are also those who want to leave the Bay Area for better opportunities because it's getting really hard to be in the Bay Area. And they possibly will go to places like, China's tech giants.
Yeah, 这么多的聪明人集中在同样一个地方 brain power 这里可以指 people who are very intelligent这么多聪明人放在同一个地方，可能也表示有一些人会想要离开这个地区，因为他们要去找更好的机会，因为在这里太竞争了。那尤其是在哪里更好的机会呢？在这个中国的那种中国的大公司里面他们可能会找到很好的工作。
And in particular, Asian tech workers in the Silicon Valley area are frustrated by what's called the bamboo ceiling in the valley. A bamboo ceiling is like a glass ceiling. Glass ceiling is for women. It's like you can rise so high but no more, and then people who are not women continue going up. So in the same case, it's for Asian tech workers where, leadership positions are not easily forthcoming for Asian tech workers.
Yeah, are not easily forthcoming. 这是很客气的说法，就是没有的意思。
Or very few.
也或者很少的意思所以尤其的有一个问题，就是亚洲的这些技术人员呢，他们感到很挫折，因为有一个所谓的竹屋顶那因为竹大概它跟亚洲的文化比较有关系吧，所以叫 the bamboo ceiling 所以呢，在这个因为有这样的一个竹天花板，所以领导阶层的职位呢，通常他们是得不到的。
So at Google, around 39% of the workforce, or almost 40%, is made up of Asians, but the Asian demographic, only holds 27% or less than 30% of executive positions. So there's not as many leaders as there should be. And the numbers at Apple and Facebook are similar.
Yeah, 所以在 Google 大概有 39% 的员工是亚洲人，但是呢，这个在主管阶级只有 27%那在Apple 跟 Facebook 数字差不多。
Now, combating the brain drain, fixing this problem involves diversity training, allowing people to see Asian people as leaders, and providing equal opportunities for people.
好，那这个地方讲到说，我们要对抗这样的一种人才外流呢 ，involves 就是牵涉到我们必须要做的事情呢，很重要的，例如说 diversity training diversity training 就是要训练大家要尊重人与人之间的 diversity 就是例如说你不能因为种族的关系，不能因为这个性别倾向的关系，你就歧视他，不给他的工作，或者是只不允许他做高阶的工作，这都不对的所以要训练大家有这样的一个认知，同时你也要 provide 那因为是 involves， 所以 provide 要加 ing， 你也要提供 equal opportunities， 你也要提供大家平等的机会这样子才有办法让那些少数民族或者是曾经被歧视的人，让他们有机会能够出头。
And yet, with Beijing as a competitor and the rise of tech hubs worldwide, all the other Silicon Valleys that are happening, this valley, has to work harder to ensure that its vision of innovation and progress will drive the future.
但是呢 with 就是我们现在的状况是北京它是一个很大的竞争者就是中国是个很大的竞争者。还有呢，全世界 worldwide 都有怎么样 the rise of tech hubs 这个技术中心，全世界都有各种不同的技术中心开始在兴起。在这样的状况之下呢，矽谷必须要努力一点才能够确保它的 vision of innovation， 它对于创新的这个远见，还有对于进步的这样的一个 vision， 这样的一个这个愿景呢，能够 drive the future， 能够成为未来的动力，也就是它未来才有一个可以继续持续的未来，不然的话就完蛋了。
And that in future involves all of us, as we're going to see later in our magazine. We're talking about self-driving cars and all this, or that was earlier this month. All of this very much matters to us. We have some questions here for you, number one of which is, which of the following did not lead to the present influence of Silicon Valley?
好，底下哪一个没有造就矽谷如今的影响力？
And the answer is A.
Yeah， 答案是 A。好，这个史丹佛大学的教职员鼓励学生这个辍学啊，这件事情应该不是真的，而且就算是真的，也不会是矽谷影响力的来源。
Notwithstanding that some tech giant heads have actually done that. Number 2, which of the following is one of the sites of a project that became the internet?
底下哪一个地点曾经有一个计划，而这个计划后来成为了网际网络？
The answer is C. And number 3, what can be implied by the existence of the Thiel Fellowship?
那这个提尔奖学金它的存在暗示的什么？
The answer is C. Thiel wants to disrupt the higher education system and get rid of student debt.
答案是 C。 提尔想要打乱高等教育制度，而且清除学贷。
And number 4, what does the article suggest should be done to slow down Silicon Valley's brain drain?
那本文提到应该做些什么事情来减缓矽谷的人才流失。
And the answer is B. Employers should provide diversity training and give equal opportunities to workers.
好，答案是 B。 雇主应该提供职场平等训练，还有平等机会给员工。
So, anyways, we'll see you again in the future
Yep.
for more Ivy League analytical English. Until then, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.